Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to solve equations using these four steps. And the best way to show you is to do a couple of examples step by step. So step number one is eliminate parentheses, fractions, and decimals. And you do that by multiplying. So on this problem, I'm looking for parentheses, fractions, or decimals, and there's none of them. So step number one, I'm done with that. Number two is combine like terms. And the way you do that is you do it by sides. Okay, so on the left side, combine like terms. Like terms means that they're similar. Well, there's only one here. There's nothing to combine. So I'm done with this side. Right side, there's only one, nothing else to combine. So I'm done with that. Number three is separate variables and constants. Variable means the letters, and constant means numbers only. Okay, so since the letters over here, I would like to have variables over here on the right and constants on the left. Now I need to move them. Constant means numbers only. No need to move it. It's in the right place. Variable means the letters. This has a letter. So this is in the right place. No need to move anything. So I'm done with that. Okay. Next step is get variable by itself, get the letter by itself, and you do that by dividing. Okay, the letter is right here. So I need to get rid of 7 to get it by itself. The way you do that is you divide, and you divide by the number you're trying to get rid of. I'm trying to get rid of 7, so divide by 7. And what you do to one side, you do it to the other. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 1 times n will give you n. Now, 49 divided by 7 will give you 7, and there's a negative, that should be a negative, and that is the answer. Okay, that was an easy example. Now let me do a medium example. Example number 2. Step number 1, get rid of parentheses, fractions, or decimals. And in this case, I have parentheses. I'm sorry, I have fractions. So how can I get rid of this fraction? According to this, I should be able to multiply. Multiply the fraction by the number on the bottom. Multiply by 9, the denominator. Now I do to one, you must do to the other, all of them. 9 multiplied by 9. Now 9 times negative 10 will give you negative 90. Um, if that's a fraction, make this a fraction, and you can cancel this. You have k over 1, but k over 1 is just k. The 1 does not affect it, and negative 8 times 9 will give you negative 72. So I got rid of fractions number 2. Step number 2 is combine like terms. The left side is only one term, nothing to combine. The right hand side there's two terms, but they're different, nothing to combine. So I'm done with step number 2. Number 3, separate variables and constants. Okay, variable means the letters here. So on this side I would like to have variables and a constant on the other side. Constant means numbers only. This is a number, so it's okay. Variable means letters. He does not have a letter, get rid of it. Okay. And in step number 3, I'm only allowed to add or subtract. So the opposite of negative 72 will be add 72. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. These will cancel, so the answer will be k is equal to negative 90 plus 82. You need to subtract. 2 minus 2 can do that and make this an 8, borrow, and make this a 10. 10 minus 2 will be 8, and 8 minus 7 will be 1. And because a negative is bigger, this should be negative 18. So the answer will be negative 18. Okay? Remember, the good thing about a video is if you want to, you can rewind the part you didn't understand. Rewind as many times as you need to. What I say is don't rewind the whole video, rewind 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and once you get it, move on. Now, next example is a slightly more complicated problem, but the steps will be the same. Step number one, eliminate parentheses, fractions, and decimals. I have parentheses. Okay, and the way you get rid of them is by distribute. 7 times 5a will give you 35a. 7 times negative 1 will give you negative 7. No parentheses here, so this will stay the same. Nothing changes. So I got rid of parentheses. Number 2, combine like terms. On the left side, they're not like terms, they're different, so they cannot be combined. Right side, they're not alike, they cannot be combined. Number 3, separate variables and constants. Variable means letters. In this case, the letter is on both sides. So you pick the biggest variable. The biggest one will be this one, 35. So I'm gonna pick the right side. Variable over here, letters, and constant over here. Abbreviate constant. Now, constant means numbers only. Are these two numbers only? He is not, so get rid of it. I'm only allowed to add or subtract. So to get rid of this, I do the opposite of 4a will be negative 4a. And what you do to one side, you must do it to the other side. These will cancel. Constant means numbers only. Is that a number? Yes. Variable means letters. Do all of these have a letter? He does not have a letter. Get rid of it. The opposite of negative 7 will be plus 7. What you do to one side, you must do it to the other. These will cancel because they're opposites. Negative 38 plus 7. 8 minus 7 will give you 1. That will be negative 31 equal to 5 minus 4 will give you 1, and that will give you 3. 31a. So I separated them already. Now last step is the letter by itself, and I should be dividing. So wherever the letter is, I should divide this by 31 because I need to get rid of 31. And what you do to one side, you do it to the other. 31 divided by 31 is 1, and 1 times a is a. And negative 31 divided by 31 is negative 1. And that will be the answer. Okay? So hopefully you learn how to solve equations. If you need help, watch the video again. And if you have questions, go ahead and ask, okay? Thank you.